So welcome back to another one of my vlogs where I go around Annan. We're just here at the field near Tesco. I'm a new phone, so it should be a bit more better quality, and today we're going to be heading down to Newington Park, or as I always call it, Latimer Road Park. So just to let you know, this isn't Latimer Road Park. We're heading down there now. I thought it'd be easier just to do an intro before we get there. So basically what happens at Newington Park, Latimer Road Park, I'm going to, basically there was a lot of flooding problems, and they'd already previously dug it up before, and they decided this year to be completed in 2023 next year. Or maybe they started last year actually, but they decided to dig up the park again to help with the drainage works. Now, last time they put a new park in and everything, and now they went and dug it up again, but they've almost completed, as they say, their job, so we're going to head there and see what kind of job they've left it in.
Right, so I've had to record this afterwards because I felt more comfortable at the time not to record it live and just do it later on, just because I had so much information to cram in, so I'm just doing that now. So this is kind of the top of the park. This is a new bit here, this new path. And as you can see, that's that flat area, that's what the road where the vehicles went in to the park that had their port cabins mainly camped up here at the top. Now, that was a path there. They took that away and made like a road, so it looks like it's going to be a permanent road in. But bizarrely, they've dug that up, that new bit up again, and then replaced it just back where the path was and just made the path new. It's so bizarre. And as we come in the park here, just outside the fence as well, the grass hasn't been cut. This has been left here. This sort of where the soil is there. There's lots. That's where the road was, the makeshift road where all the vehicles went in. The port cabs were parked mainly at this side. The work's down at the bottom really. But as you can see, they've not cut the grass outside here, and they just left the grass inside with all the with all the stones in the soil. So it's going to be quite difficult to cut. It's just obviously overgrown in that, and it's not even levelled or anything. In that path, I thought they were going to leave because it looked like it was a proper road, because it's all been flattened down with vehicles now. This triangle a few weeks ago wasn't getting cut, but it looks like it's better now, so I'll give them the due for that. They've got that sorted. There is a wee football pitch at the back there. It's not really the best park for playing on or doing anything. I suppose that's why it's getting sorted, because it's getting all the drainage and stuff, but yeah, a lot of overgrown stuff here. It's just not nice to walk. This is outside the fence as well. They should do something with this. I mean, yeah, and that's kind of that. Yeah, this is the hill. See, it's not the best park. It's an awkward hill. That's where the vehicles was coming down to do the work. And then you get here. This is outside the path. This is outside the fence as well. This little triangle bit. They got a wee desire path there. People's put in. People walked over, but they've not even bothered. Nobody's bothered to cut this bit, and it's just overgrown. It's just left. It's outside the fence as well. I don't understand. And as you can see, going down the hill, that's obviously where the road was. They'll have to do a lot of sorting to that. It's just a bit untidy looking, especially this corner here. This is outside the fence, so there's no need for it not to be cut. And yeah, just look at that sort of, the way that the hill comes down. That's kind of the road that the vehicles use. So yeah, it's going to need completely sorted. You've got all these weeds here. It's just not nice to walk. Hopefully these will get sorted in the coming weeks and stuff, but yeah, all like the, not even grass grown, it's kind of just clumps of stuff just growing up through the soil, and the soil's not compacted in anything, it's just sort of left. These are the weeds and stuff up behind people's fences at the back garden. It's not nice to walk. They should have still been tidying this up while they were working, because this is as I said, this is outside the fence. There's no need for it not to be cut. There's a big space here. It's just gloves left and stuff, but yeah, it's just not nice to walk. And you've got this section here on the right. This is like on the other side of the path. back to people's houses. No one's even bothered to cut this. I mean, what an actual tip. It's been left, just left. You've got grass here, overgrown, all the bushes sort of thing. We're going this way then. Now look, you've got a wee bit of a new path here, but you've got a new path here, but then it stops. Thankfully, some of the residents have cut their own patch of grass, even though they shouldn't really, because it's not. I mean, they shouldn't have to. And then you've got the abandoned. We'll go down there, but the abandoned swings in that. And you can see on the hill there, as you can see, yeah, the residents. A few of them have cut their own sort of sections on that side, but it should have been cut. It should have been cut for them. This is obviously where the main work's done. This is where the road obviously continued. It actually was going through that path. And yeah, just at the bottom, right at the bottom of the path, this is where obviously the main buildings are still here. This is probably going to be permanent stuff. Yeah, look at all these weeds coming through. They're going to need to cut, and the ground's probably got a lot of stones in it, so it's going to be quite difficult to cut. Yeah, a little more tidier here with things, but as I said, probably the residents have done this. As you come down here as well, yeah, this should just be all tidy, both sides as well. Should have been kept tidy. And it's just not, you should even cut inside the bit here. This is obviously going to be a permanent structure because they dug a big hole, and they're going to need access down to it. So this is obviously going to be a permanent building. I'm going to stay here, but we'll get around to this in a minute, because you wait till you see this. It's just been left. I don't know what they've done with this, but aye. So yeah, just like weeds and stuff. Just going to keep repeating myself with all the weeds. So this is obviously going to be a more permanent feature. Got some porta cabins still. It'll probably go, but there's a wee flag there. Scotland and a Union flag, so we know what they're voting for. Only joking. So we're just coming here. This has just been knocked over too. Aye. It looks a bit not tidy here, but it's a bit more open here. As you can see, there's Scottish Water. Obviously, they're the people that are doing this with the help of other people. It doesn't look very nice in there, does it? And then we're just going to go around the corner here. This is around the corner at the bottom of the park. The bin's just been moved here. So finally, we're just kind of looking at the bottom side. Now, I don't know what's happened here. This is obviously going to be permanent. Look at this. What have they done here? This is new. And then look at all the weeds coming through. We've got the black and gold Annan little bollards there. Neil Warnock cabins. They'll probably be going, but I don't know what the weeds are for. Strange thing there. As we're coming up, don't know what's happening. As you can, just more of the park here. Now this is another strange pit. Now this is weird. You've got the road that goes on the right, and then you've got the path that goes through the middle. Now beforehand you had the path that went over to the left a bit. What's the point in putting the path here? They've made this bit smaller. So what's the point in this path? Why can't they just have it right round? I don't understand this. It's just a bizarre thing. They just wasted money on this part. Wasted it. Now, sorry if I'm a bit down here, but I think someone was coming in this part. As I said, I've recorded this later. This does look a bit tight here on the right. Obviously, look at the weeds and stuff on the left. Apologise if the camera keeps going down. I think someone was coming or something, so they obviously want to record them. And this is the park. This park is new. It's quite new. And look what they've done. They've dug it up and they've left it to rust. Now they're going to have to get a new park. They can't put this in. Things have just been left. Things have just been rusted in the corner. Surprised no one's nicked it for any scrap metal. Look at it, just rusting and bits come out. They can't put that back in, surely. I don't know what they're thinking of. And as we're going to come round here again, they've just, look at all these like overgrown bits and weeds and stuff, and I just hope, I don't know, they'll have to sort all this. No idea. So we're coming back down sort of the loop sort of thing. As I said, look, just saw a little glimpse of that. That's where the road was, back to the main works at the bottom. Where that hole was, we should have got that hole in an earlier shot, but no matter. And as you can go right up the hill. That's going to be a steep hill. Like, they could do a lot different with this hill, because it is an awful hill. They could make it a bit better. And look, this is the path that the road crossed. coming up here. You can see the bit and the new edge and the new little curb bit. But they've just sorted that. They haven't sorted the whole path, so it looks like it's just patched up. It's just typical. It's patched up. It's just an awful thing and it needs sorted.